Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And in the last video I completed the new freight line over from Lichfield, using some of the old track, peeling into our massive marshalling yard near West Mersey, all culminating in, well, a rather low bridge. Now, this culmination into a lower bridge has actually gone down rather well in the comments, it appears. Some people just saying leave the bridge because there are some areas that have height restrictions, which is perfectly true. I think the bridge looks quite nice overall. It isn't perfect, I will say that, but it is probably as close to perfect as I'm going to get. So where does that leave me for this particular video? Well, in today's video, I have two options, sort of two paths I can go down. First, I can try to get the freight running to Lichfield and New Romney and connect it up to this, which does sound like a potentially good idea. And secondly, I can move over the river over to Downham Market and Croydon and try to set up their freight yards, their goods yards, not marshalling yards, just goods yards, which is also quite important. So, having thought about this for the past about 5-10 minutes, trying to work out which will be the best, what I'm going to do is start with the building of the new goods yards, at least getting Croydon's fixed, because Croydon's one should not be all too difficult to sort out. Then having a look at Downham Markets, seeing how difficult that might be. It may not be all too difficult, but if it is, I shall move straight on to getting the freight line running over here. If it is not, then I shall do Downham Markets and then move on to the freight line. I also have been taking a look at Maryport. Maryport is going to be a bit of a mess when it comes to setting up the freight line. So I've been looking at some of the more difficult setups, and Maryport is going to be a bit of a mess. Ollerton is a little bit of a mess, but I think, and the operative word here is I think, I can make this work. Not entirely certain though whether or not it is going to happen, but nevertheless there is only one way to find out. Let's get started and let's see exactly what I can build, or how easy it is to fix Croydon and the station there, which just needs a little bit of extending and just a little bit of remodelling. Right, up to Croydon, and as I pointed out in the last video, we have this, all the horrible noises, we have this particular station, which is going to change, but I do believe it is currently in use. So, the way I'm going to change this, what is this? This is just Croydon Fuel, I believe, right? Croydon Coal Transfer. Then we have Croydon Fuel, which I'm going to be able to sort that out, and that is probably not going to be... Wait, what is that used for then? Hang on a minute. Oh, that one is used to transport fuel to the various bits. Okay, that is fine. So, once this train brings in its fuel, coal... That's an interesting little coal. I did not realise I had covered wagons there. What I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this so I know the area and I know what I had previously. Because it's generally quite important, I think, so that I know what is and isn't going on in the various different areas. I wish I had the time to actually place all of these sorts of houses everywhere. Because, I mean, if you just look here, that just looks great. Croydon is also an unbelievably busy station that I am going to have to do something about. Right. Question 1 is how much of this farm is going to be destroyed, and I actually think this is going to be less than it's going to be less than I think. I just need this train to get cleared past. Yes, if it just gets past this bridge, which apparently has no supports. Yes, just get past that bridge. I could actually flatten that bridge up. Might work. There you go. That is clear. There is another freight train coming in. But they shouldn't have a problem. Because if I break this, yes, it is going to warn me. Just get rid of all of this up to there. Let's get rid of it up to about there. Get rid of these houses. There we are. And now replace it with the good old freight station that I've been using for a lot of things. So it's a track builder cargo stop. That is what it's called. For some people who have been asking about this, that is the name of it. I would like 3 tracks at 10 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour, no bridges, 3 track. Do I need 3 tracks here? Can I get away with 2? 3 tracks, I think, is the better option. Right up against... Right, now here is the question. Should I put this up against this? Or should I put it here? Okay, let's have a look. Put the terminal function in as well. Not looking terrible. Although if I put it here, I can put a few buildings along the side, which might look a little bit better. Now, this may end up being a main road out as well, right? Yes. So I really want to give it a little bit of room. There we are. So I think about there should do the trick. There we go. Okay. So that is the station. It's a little higher up than I want it to be. Just having a look at these and trying to work out what is this connection going to be like. So if I just connect it straight up to that, 0 to 0, that is absolutely fine. So that should be the height of the station overall. It isn't that bad. You'd be walking down this, you would see a train stopped in this platform. That doesn't... I do not see that as the most terrible thing. So, how am I going to do this? The way I'm thinking, and I'll just do this with 25 mile per hour track for now, is I connect that like that, I connect that like that, I connect this like that, and then I connect this like that, and then I connect this like... Oh no, wait. Could I potentially connect this? I can connect this like that. Oh dear. And connect this like that, and I now have one of the most awkwardest, yes, one of the most awkward, there we go. One of the most awkward connections you would get. But that should allow every track to connect every single... I like that. setup. Actually, it's quite nice. It looks a little awkward at first glance, but it is rather elegant. That is probably one of the most elegant junctions I've ever come up with. The diamonds work really nicely. The movement is really nice. I am colour me surprised. Colour me surprised. Okay, so that is that bit done, and guess what? It meant that none of this was a problem. What I can now do is break from here. Yes, break from there. Mark this as 25. I did receive a comment where someone said that this did not appear to be working, this mod. So I tried it, and it appears to be fine. So I'm not entirely certain what is going on. What speed are these at? 50. 50, right. 50 into 25. Sure. I see no real problem with that. There we go, there, and 50. Good. I still need to change the backings on those. Eventually I'll get around to doing it. That looks reasonable. At the moment that connects, which is fine. Let me see if I can get this terrain to be a little bit more compliant. Oh, just about. Okay, I can just about get some compliance on this. I think what I really should be doing is lifting this up just along here. There we go, and then also just lifting it up around here and then smoothing it out. That should give me a little bit better. Okay, well, it's a little bit better there, but not overall. This bit I can actually easily fix, should I need to do so. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to fix this one. So that is before where it curves. So what I shall do is go ahead and get, I've forgotten what it's called. It's not called bush, is it? It's hedge, maybe. Hedge, yep. There it is. I'll just make a perfect straight line one up to there. And then break it up to there. And build a curved one up to there. There you go. That fixes all of that bit, and really I could just go ahead and do this as well. So select that. Slightly straight and then into a curve going up to there. There we go. Increase performance slightly, just a little bit, and get rid of that mess. I could also, if I wish to do so, hang on a minute. Ramp end, ramp start. That should have been 0. Ramp end, no. That is not what I was trying to do. I don't want the back of this to change. Okay, think brain. How am I going to do this? This is turning out to be a little bit more complicated. I know. Select this. No, not that. Select this. How do I select that? There we go. Select that. I have an idea. -1. Ignore validation. Down you go. That is better. Oh dear. We're fine. We are fine. Now that has obviously caused this issue, but I can configure this to then... Come on. I know you can join up to this. Do not make me destroy... Do not make me destroy this. There we go. Done. Just a very slight ramp down. Smooths all of this out. Very nice. Very, very nicely done indeed. Let's go ahead and put... what shall we put here? I suppose we can put some cranes. Not those. These. That's it. Since I've been putting these on a few things. Hidden ground texture, round base for these. No, square base will do. There we go. Do not need to have many of them. That one appears just a... Which one appears too close? This one. There. Okay, so they can sit there. I guess I could probably put a few on this side to match exactly where they are. Like so. And that one was in the wrong spot. It was. There we go, like so, and that goes there. Good. Then what I want to do... Now this could entirely ruin... I was going to say this could ruin everything that I had planned. Okay, for now I'm going to leave it like this and then add some buildings in. Where are they? Not those. Find the railway buildings. These ones, here we go. So let's go ahead and put... Ooh, I think I could fit one of these in. And actually put them... I could place one right here. How would that end up looking? Odd, to say the least. Why is it... Is that better? That is better, but it isn't sitting quite where it should. How about that? That sits a little better. Good. And then there are just some additional buildings I can place down along this route. Can I place them? Should I place them? Oh, that's not right. Trackside, yes. Yes, let's place a few trackside. Just a couple of trackside ones these ones look a little bit more like trackside. Trackside assets. And indeed, I could probably... This one, probably just place one right here at ground level, just to give it a bit more of the feel of this area. Maybe, not entirely sure. And the last thing I want to do is put now, what would they call it? Cover or canopy? Asymmetric roof. Not that. Where would I find this? A lighthouse? No. Now, I know I've put these on before. Is it just here? Maybe somewhere at the end of this. Here we go. Not quite. Yes, rotate. Okay. Track level, track side. 3-track cover. Yeah, that is what I want. 3-track cover. There we go. That is it. So I can pop this, perhaps, well, that would be covering the engine. That doesn't make quite as much sense. I'll tell you what will make sense, though, is if I place this... Okay, what will make sense is if I get rid of this, and this, and this, and this, and place that 3-track cover in. There. And there. And there. There we go. Now that is what I would say is a completed... Yes, I can call that a completed station. Good. That hasn't taken us an inordinate amount of time, but that does look somewhat better. Let's go ahead and grab a screenshot of that. There we go. Good. And let me now, well, once that train, let's take a peek at this train that is about to arrive. And you can actually see that in this area I do get fairly decent frames. It's just as soon as you get into the city, things start taking a turn for the worst. So I do need to try to improve what I can there. I'm also going to paint this, because I think it really does need to be painted. There we go. Just clear that out. Much better. Do the same here. Just gives it a much better look overall. There you go. Train's in. It isn't the longest train in the world, but this certainly works nicely. There we go. Done. Okay, so from that, let me have a look straight away at Downham Market, sorry. And in Downham Market, I said that this is roughly where I would want my my goods yard. Now, the problem I have with this is going to be How... Never mind that, I've just noticed a whole heap of other problems. Oh dear. This is just all sorts of wrong. So clearly in Downham Market they are getting a little fidgety when it comes to space. They are getting very annoyed. That's clearly the right amount of space has not been afforded to them. There are shops inside there. Why is that a thing? That is not right. None of this... maybe those ones. None of this should exist. Go away, all of you shops. They will all come back. I know that. There we are. Okay. Quick. Not bollard. Or is it post, isn't it? No, it isn't. What is it? Post? Yes, it is post. It's just the wrong... what do you call it? Filter applied. So, let's try this again. Where is the other bush? Hang on a tick. Where is the other one? I might start replacing these with trees. Right. Nothing grow there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing can grow there anyway. Nothing here. Nothing here. This tree sort of makes sense in this area. Nothing here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nor there. Nor there. Okay, that's at least something. Let's see if that helps in any which way. Nor there. So that should stop. Oh wait, this area. They started building here, didn't they? Nothing here either. Why is the bush? Why is there only one bush? That's fine. Nothing there. That area is being marked by collision, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, they started doing this though, didn't they? Well, okay, so apparently they wanted to build somewhere here. Can I put a little... Let's just pop a bush in there. Nothing there. That should potentially help somewhat. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. Let's go ahead and look at the building and the rough size. 200 meters, probably the rough size that I want. And it would fit in there, which is a little bit of a problem because of these roads. So I could or may have to put it right here. Which should not be that big a deal. That should not be that big a deal looking at it. I can do that. I can build a little freight area around it. It should be perfectly all right. Again, three tracks is perfect. In fact, you know what? Let's bring it down to 2 tracks and I'll do a little bit more to it. So I'll put that 2 tracks. 2 trains can be in there at any one time. I think that should... In fact, if I do that, place that in there, I can have it literally swing out that way. Should be just about enough room. I can build this bit of the road up, put that in. Does this have one of those it does not have a gasworks. There are no gasworks here. So what I could do is remove that. I'm going to build this section of road bye to this farm. Again, should probably grab a screenshot of this so I have an idea of what I have and haven't done. So there we go. There's a screenshot. Destroy this, all of this, all the way along here, up to there. That seems reasonable. Okay. So, and this should somewhat help. This should also somewhat help the problems that we're having over here. So if I build this area up, there should be a little bit more, in theory, for this to... Well, that isn't how I wanted that to be. No. 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 Why is it not... No. Maybe if I do it from this side. No. Why is it doing that? Okay, well, I guess I'll have this as a much sharper... Maybe a much sharper corner than I wanted it to be. But that is alright. Is this going to be a large road out? No, probably not. Can I? No, it just does not want to do it. Fine. Maybe because of this. Nope. Nope, still does not want to do it. Alright, fine. Let's do that. Now, this one, I'm going to have to figure something out at some point. So I'm going to leave this just up to there for now. I'm also just going to upgrade this road, all these sections to a... In fact, you know what? Just that whole section up to there. Yes, out there can be main road. That will do. Okay. Next up, so housing here, not a problem. Level of detail model, bit of a problem. So it does look much better when it's down here. I got this. I downloaded this British pack, and it just changes the textures, but it appears the level of detail model does not quite work. Right, where is the gas works? Gas works. There they are. All right. Now I could place the gasworks right there. Right there. That is probably a better option than there, for example. Yes, this is the option that I have, which means I am going to have to get rid of these houses, but not all of them. Just these ones right here. There we go. That's not a big deal. Where is it? You. Collision. Yeah, stop complaining about the collision. How are you going to... How do you sit on this? You sit fairly well. That's a little bit straighter. That's a little bit more in line. Build that. Then delete. Right, make sure I get the right piece here. Delete that. That looks pretty much in line. Good. So that goes there. That goes there. Gasometer. Small one right behind it. Not a problem. Or can I put one right here? It'd be interesting to put one there, but perhaps not. Perhaps just right here. There or here? I'll put it slightly further back. Maybe someone will want to build an industry there. So, from this railway, as you're going past, you will be able to see it. So that is always a nice thing, at least for now. Once this area all builds up, you may not be able to see it anymore. But that is fine. And then let's go ahead and get this figured out. So I could curve this slightly. That's a bit more of a curve than I would want. Let's bring that radius right, let's say about 10 or 9. There we go. So I could bring this alongside this road, but I have an idea. If I leave enough space here, some buildings will... Yes, we will have some buildings end up here, which is going to be quite good. I should also bend this just a little more. Let's say 7. Yes, like that. Give that space. Put that like that. Pop that in there. That looks reasonable. Clearly an industrial area. Now I just have to work out. I suppose this farm is going bye-bye. Goodbye, farm. You shall be missed or something. Let's now... So I would connect this, but the way I would want to connect this is up to this very junction, which I think is going to have to become, very shortly, will have to end up being a double... Okay, I think this is going to have to end up being at least up to... This is 40, isn't it? Yes, it is. Why do I have so many different speed limits? At least up to this section is going to have to be like that, so that I can then... So let me... Alright, think. I would like to put a signal right here. Yep, let's pop a signal in there. This signal can be deleted. That can be deleted. I know that that's going to make a bit of a mess, but I think I can do that. Let's get the speed correct, 40. Or should I speed everything up? No, 40 shall do. There we go. Oh, perfect. Just up to the edge of the fence. Right. Let's get the... No, not all of that. So I do not want to turn everything to 40, do I? There we go. 40 for that. Good. And at the same time, I'm going to have to try and... Yes, do that. That is exactly what I am after. But I need it to go down... How long is that? It's enough. It is enough to get trains in. So what I'm going to do is... How does that work? Can I... Okay, now, this is what I'm going to do. I'll just do... No, do not do that. Just a short... There we go. Just a short bit there. And how will that connect up to this? I think that should be okay too. Yes, that should be okay. This bit gets a little close for comfort. I will be honest. Can I maybe do that? a little better. There we go. Okay. Good. And now make this connection happen. That's quite downhill. That is quite downhill. You know what? That could still work for me, because if I then went ahead and, for example, wanted a road across here, I think I could manage this. Maybe? I think so. I think that's doable. Yeah, I honestly think that would be doable. I know it says collision, but that is a viable road right across that railway into what could be a larger freight yard. In fact, that is the idea right there. I can build this up. Yes, I can build this section up, and that should hopefully handle freight. Let's do that. But also, since this is a cargo stop, let's have a look at some of the others that I have made. So let's, for example, look at West Merseys. I've integrated a truck station into it. Airlies is just a whole mess. Maxfield is a better one. Again, oh no. Oh dear. Right. Things are... Why are you building out there when I've given you all of this space? I wish... So something is odd with the collisions for some bizarre reason. I just do not quite know what it is. If anybody knows of an easy way to stop those collisions, I could definitely do with an easy way. What I could do is build something like this right here. In fact, hooked in just like that. That could work really nicely. City Old. How many platforms could I slot into here? 3 platforms would work perfectly. Park that up like this. Longer platforms. Platform texture, I'll do station surface. Where is it? Oh, there isn't. Okay, we'll just do that. Or gravel will do. There we go. Let me just pop that in so slightly. It isn't quite where I want it to be, but it's probably close enough. There we go. So that goes there. That will do. That I can do. Probably should lower that a little. In fact, I will lower that a little. So I'll just rebuild the same thing. But just watch where it wants to build. So it wants to build there. I'm just going to lower that down to there. I think, oops, if I lower it to, let's try and get this right. Oh, well, that's not helping. That's just really... This new shift mechanic is not helpful. There. That looks like it is on a... Yes, that looks like a better level. Over here, yes, it is just down a little cliff, but what I can do is I could easily put a fence around that, and that should be absolutely fine. Good. So that and that works really well. And then what I would like to do here, so that's the platform. I am going to do, why is that giving me a collision? I do not understand. That should not be a collision in the slightest. Right, build anyway. Build anyway. There we go. I'm assuming some people will have already figured out what I'm about to try. And if it works, not quite. That one works. Right. Why has it decided to do that? That makes that makes no sense. Which one of you is messed up? Is it... Which one is it? Okay, no tool. I do not care about protecting these or collisions or anything like that. Drop this a meter. Right, no tool. Lift that up half a meter, or let's lift it up that much. There we go. Better. You are fine. What is going on with these two? Let's see. You drop. Okay. You? No. Which one? Oh dear. This is now going to prove to be a little bit harder to select. Point to track. Oh, I am pointing to a track/street. It's this bit that I... Never mind. I'm going to leave that for now. That is not necessary. Let's go ahead and pop a few of those buildings in, because I think these buildings really do add to it. What was this supposed to be? Track height, like that. Wrong way, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's the right way. Just does not have the stuff that I wanted. There we go. And can we put something along here to be like trackside level? Something that will really look good. Houses. They look like houses. That isn't going to work. Oh, but these look... Okay, this looks quite excellent. Oh, that really works, because then what I can do... I want these as actual buildings. Then what I can do is streets. There we go. This is going to work. Maybe they will put some, I don't know, some industrial buildings in this area. I certainly hope they put industrial buildings in. Autosave, that is telling me that it is almost time to end this video. So I've managed to get a couple of bits done, but perhaps not quite as much as I was hoping. That's all right, though. There is, of course, the next video. There always is. So let that finish, and then we shall see. Come on, autosave. There we go. Good. Right. So that is that. Maybe a little bit something will happen there. Oh, then this is going to be a whole bunch of buildings. I guess I'll still get to see that as I approach for now. Oh, there is one other thing that needs to be done here. Because otherwise it isn't going to... Yeah, it isn't going to work. There we go. Good. So that is that. That is that. I will go ahead and place a signal here. And I'll also go ahead and place a signal here should I need it. I suppose if you want to go along here, you'd have to get into the wrong lane. That looks all right, I think. This building looks a little bit out of place, I will be honest, so I'm going to get rid of it. What I shall do instead... Okay, I think a signal box would do rather well here. Oh, the signal box is also tiny, but I think a signal box somewhere around here will do really... would look quite good. Maybe right here, actually. Right here. There we go. Just that little bit of extra detail. I'm sure I'm missing many different things. Let's go ahead and smooth out this terrain just a touch. There we go. That is smoothed out. That was a mistake there, but it's fine. I'm sure I can rectify that somehow. Smooth this bit out. There we are. And then lastly, paint tools. Well, actually, this isn't quite the last thing to do, but this is something that needs to be done. There we go. All of this area. And then press Shift to sort this bit out. Perfect. I guess I could try and do a blend here. There we are. Not the greatest of blends. And then what I need to do is put some wagons here. Because that is what I wanted to place in these areas. I wanted to see some of this sort of stuff parked up. Unfortunately, none of these are very colourful. That's the only downside. Let's pop a brake fan at the back of this and just try and find something with a bit more colour. Here we go. Anything else? Maybe large. Ooh, let's do that. Okay. So that sits there as well, and you'd have trains coming in and out. Lovely. So that works, and I think that quite nicely clears these bits up for trains to come in and out. So that's Croydon and Downham Market's done. Definitely getting somewhere. Still a little, obviously a little ways to go, but definitely are getting now are getting somewhere. But yes, definitely a ways to go, unfortunately. But of course, that is the nature of this particular series. So I'm just going to try and take a screenshot, and the plans for, in fact, let's see what happens. Oh, wait, stop. Mistakes have been made. I need to do something. Not that. I have to lock these roads. If I do not do that, I'm going to be in trouble. I think at this rate, or at this juncture, I need to probably block all of this out too. There we are. Right, check Downham Market. Sorry, check Croydon. Croydon is right. Some concerns here. There we are. Need to block all of this. Okay, that's a little bit safer for now. Good. Right. Back to what I was saying. So we have Croydon completed and looking decent. In fact, this should probably be the screenshot from... wait a minute. You should not be there. This should be the screenshot from this angle. I think that does look... I think that does look the part. There we go. So, at that point, I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Any suggestions you might have. I was also just thinking I could potentially try and include my fancy junction in this. Think about this. How am I going to put this into it? That could work too. There we go. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me. In the next video, I'll try and get... Well, there is already a freight train running to this. I'll try and adjust that freight and see what happens. But first I'll have to do that to Lichfield and New Romney, where there is a marshalling yard that can service it. And then I will see what I can do with this. So make sure you stay tuned for that in the upcoming video. And I shall see you next time in Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series.